It appears I'm doing two Netflix movies back to back, and this time we're doing the Twits, based off the 1980s book, if I remember correctly, with the same exact name, and from the director that brought us Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet. Yeah. Um. Oh boy. Um. I don't even know where to start. This movie has so much going for it, yet it is maybe one of, if not my least favorite animated movies of the year. I really just don't know what they were thinking making this. I have a couple notes written down because I couldn't believe how shit, figuratively and well, just actually shit this movie was. Let me go read it here. There was a fart noise so loud in the movie that I had to mute the movie for 5 seconds because the fart noise was actually breaking the sound barrier of how loud it was. The mayor explodes because he farts so loud that it rips his insides open and he dies. Fart noise, fart noise, fart noise, fart noise, diarrhea joke. I feel like I could just end the review here. It's kind of what this whole movie is. And while the Twits is supposed to be nasty and gross, we don't need fart jokes every 5 seconds. When I was a kid, I perfectly enjoyed movies like Finding Nemo, every Pixar movie, every DreamWorks movie, every Disney movie, kind of all of them. They didn't need fart jokes in them. I know kids nowadays they might be dumber than we when we were kids, but they don't need fart jokes every 5 seconds. It's not funny. It's never funny every 5 seconds. I remember watching movies with my nephew when he was little. He didn't care for fart jokes. Why are there fart jokes every 5 minutes in movies now? I think this might be Illumination's fault. Um, because of the fart gun in the first Despicable Me movie, and I don't know why. As a culture, animation has just kept fart jokes in everything. My favorite movie, my favorite animated movie of the year, probably in Asia 2, has a couple fart jokes in it. Are they as egregious as this movie? Definitely not, but it is getting to a point where there's just too many in like every single animated movie. I'm just kind of over it. And this movie just took it to like a whole nother extreme. And I know I'm talking about this way too much. It's kind of just me blabbering about fart jokes, but modern animation for kids movies, script wise, story wise, has become absolutely horrendous. This isn't even based on the 1980s book. I don't remember much of it, but I've read my synopsises after watching the movie, and I was like, yeah, this really is not based off the book at all. Like, not really at all. And this is more of a political satire movie somehow, especially since it's made for kids. I understand kids needing adult themes in their movies, and I'm fine with what they made fun of in this movie, but the first hour of this movie felt like it was an actual movie, sort of, and then the second half just felt like it went completely off script and didn't understand what it was making anymore. And I'm just over it. It's just not good. It wasn't good at all. This really should have been a TV show, and I tried doing research to see if it was supposed to be a TV show, considering this is a Netflix release, and it seems like it was supposed to be at some point during development, and then they just merged it into a movie. And you can definitely tell during some of the cuts during the movie and how none of the storylines really make sense together in this movie at all. Um, this really should have just been a TV show. And I still wouldn't have liked it, but it would have made more sense writing wise to just make this TV show. Just nothing about this felt like a movie. And it's such a shame because, like I mentioned earlier, this movie had a lot of good stuff going for it. I think the art style and animation is phenomenal. It looks amazing. Like, this is how a Twits movie should look. It should look gross. There's textures you can feel on every single character. The beard looking like yarn. It just feels so good. Everything, the hot dog meat just looking like bubblegum almost. Everything about it was just so pretty, and it's just such a shame it was butchered by everything else. And for the actors they casted in this movie, unbelievable. They got such a great cast going for them. I'm gonna read them right now. Margot Martindale and Johnny Vegas as the Twits, Emilia Clarke, Alan Tudyk as the Frog, Matriari, I'm gonna butcher this name, Ramakrishnan as the main little girl. Ryan Anderson Lopez did a good job, and then you have a few other names sprinkled throughout here. It's like, why did you why did you just fucking ruin all these people's filmographies with this movie? And not to say that any of them did a bad job. I think they were all phenomenal. They were just working with utter garbage. And yes, the Twits is supposed to be utter garbage, but maybe the movie shouldn't have been, because this is just a disgrace to everyone involved. The animators, the artists, the voice actors, and I I'm sorry, I just don't know what they were thinking. There's really not much more I can say. This movie's just a complete mess, and the more I think about it, the more it gets worse. So, man, maybe I'm gonna lower my rating. I decided to stick to my guns and just give this a 3 out of 10. I was gonna lower it to 2 out of 10. The more I talked about it, and the more I realized there's really nothing to talk about this movie. There's nothing good. They added a bunch of garbage to the story. It's not even a Twitch story itself. This is an Americanized version of the actual story, and it's not good at all. I'm sorry to all the actors, the artists, and almost everyone involved except for the director and the writers for this awful mess, because this was horrendous. If you haven't seen the Twits, it's on Netflix, which means it's pretty easy to find, if you know what I mean. This is utter garbage. I'm glad it's not in theaters to my knowledge, and shouldn't check it out. I actually might just lower this to a 2 out of 10 when I post this.